You know, the one power that preachers have and priests and holy people have isn't so much the Bible. You know, the best preachers out there. And when I say the best, I don't mean the best insofar as doing humanity some real favor issue or helping make a contribution. I mean the best in all the statistical ways, and they get a whole big congregation. They can build a mega church, you know, people like Joel Osteen. The best in the purely statistical way of being the best. People like that have something, and that is confidence. Now, granted, we could argue about what they have confidence in, but they speak with a great deal of confidence. Joel Osteen, for example, speaks with a great deal of certainty about what he's saying in his messages. And like I said, I'm not arguing about whether it's right or wrong or good or bad. He speaks with a great deal of confidence, and so does people like T.D. Jakes and the rest of them. They speak with a great deal of confidence and assertiveness and certainty. And when people speak that way, you assume. See, you assume that they have knowledge. I think that that's true in any area, even if it's any type of teacher who's teaching you something. If I were going to teach you, let's say, how to repair a computer, I'm going to speak very confidently about the computers. I'm going to say, first you open this thing up this way, you do this and this. And everything I say is certain. I'm not going to go and, I think you have to open this up, and I'm not sure. And I think you kind of have to do this. You know, if somebody speaks that way, you assume they don't have knowledge. But it's not impossible that the person who says, well, I think you do it this way, and I think you do it that way, may actually know more than the person who speaks with the sort of, yes, let's do it this way and that way and this way. There is a point to what I'm saying. Good acting, yes, good acting can lead people to believe something. You know, I used to like to watch the TV series ER back when George Clooney was on that show. And he could act like a doctor, you know, like he knew what he was doing. Yet somehow, I think if I were injured or something or sick, I don't think I'd want George Clooney to operate on me. I want my doctor, the current doctor I have right now, to operate on me or to work on me. Many of my doctors don't seem like doctors, but they are doctors. They know what they're doing. They may be awkward in every other way in life, you know, but when it comes to medical stuff, they know exactly what they're doing. Knowing something and putting on a good act are two different things. We can all be tricked by a very good act. Now, I'm not saying that certain people in this world are lying about things, but I'm just saying that when someone puts on an act of being very confident, when they pretend to be confident, and it's much easier to pretend, especially when you have an audience, a receptive audience, when you're in your big, gigantic stadium with 50,000 people, and they're all there to see you, and they're receptive to your message. It's very easy to be confident and to speak a certain way. And then other people who are watching this whole thing on TV, they get drawn in. And they want to attend. So you got this line of people who can't get into your church, but they're willing to pay. So you can up the prices. You can do that. I'm not saying that people are lying, but I'm just saying that sometimes we can be tricked by really, really good actors. People who pretend to know something, to have a profound knowledge. They've had direct communication with God. They have been touched and God has moved through them. We can be tricked by people like that. We can be so easily tricked and so easily fooled. And sometimes you have to think about that. You know, ask yourself a question. Is this person speaking the truth, or are they just a very good actor who's playing on my emotions and feelings? Just think about it. It's something to think about.